Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big deal. Okay? Been a massive fan of this human being for a long time. One of the early trailblazers of what Twitter can do for you, the artist formerly known as Twitter, now X, what it can do for you. Built a fan base in Cincinnati with a incredible array of creative, interactive things.
Yes.
He really changed the game whenever it was players interacting with their fans or even anybody interacting, buying out restaurants and buying meals for 100 people on a random Tuesday fucking night in the off season where he would fill up an entire restaurant and buy everybody food, meet and greet, get out of there, no big deal. That was just a Tuesday. Then he obviously went into the media world. He crushed in the football world. Now he is working for Madden, judging every motherfucker in the league.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe he's live from the Madden Cruiser, which is currently training camp touring. Legend, Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah!
What's up, man?
What's up, baby? How's everything?
Hey, we are pumped that you are here. Big fans. Love everything you've been a part of. Everywhere you kind of pop yourself into, you steal the show. You're a legend, bro. You need to know that.
I don't know about stealing the show. But I do like to just make my presence felt, for lack of better words.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? If I was you, I'd do the same damn thing. Press conference. Is that, don't even see the man. Is that fucking Ochocinco asking a question? Why is Ochocinco at this press conference? Well, because he's Ochocinco. You are a fascinating and incredibly talented human being. Thankful that you're here. You're doing this Madden rating shit, okay? Do you feel a lot of pressure? Do you feel a lot of pressure in this world?
You know what? I do feel a lot of pressure because at this point now, I've been doing it for a few years now, and it's gotten to the point where players aren't happy with their rating, and people are sending me threats. They're sending me threats via phone, text message, via DM on Instagram, and DM on Twitter. And I'm taking these threats, not lightly. So I explained to them, your rating is what it is because you haven't done what you should be doing on the field based on your play. Consistency is what counts. Not doing it in practice, not doing it for one game, but doing it consistently against the best of the best at your position.
This is amazing to think about, and obviously everybody has questions, but I hated my Madden score whenever I was in the NFL.
I apologize.
I don't think you were doing it then, but I do appreciate you speaking for whoever was doing it then. You're a great team guy. Would love to have you on our team, but I did not appreciate the score. They had my arm. I could throw a motherfucking ball. I can say they had my strength. They had my speed real low. And I'm you've done no research. And now everybody on earth thinks that I'm a 71. That is because the score is actually how people outside, gamers in the world, hey, this motherfucker's a 87. He's pretty good at football. That's how people judge people in the NFL. It's a very vital part, I think, of how players are viewed by fans and how players kind of feel differently about how fans look at them too.
Listen, I am one. I play the game. I try to be very fair. I try to be very fair to everyone. Obviously, paying the focal point being receivers and DBs, but across the board, I take care of everyone the best way I can. The fact they don't see fit with their ratings right now, I tell everyone the same thing. All I need you to do, I'm going to do my part and I'm going to be fair because I love you. I love all of them. And I want everybody to be 99s if it's possible. All you have to do for me is be consistent week in and week out and dominate every opposition you play week in and week out. If it shows up on film, I will make sure internally to go in and change your rating, even if it gets me fired.
I'm here for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here for you. I love it. I love the sell. If this is a Zoom call or a conference or a summit or something like that, it needs to be documented because you just being the voice pretty much of these numbers that are next to guys is an incredible thing. Guys, for far too long, they had people looking at these numbers. They weren't on your side. If you dominate every play, you get a 99. That's all you got to do.
And this is the funny part. Pat, I will go so far as players that have gripes about their ratings. If you really feel that bad about it, and whatever it may be, as we get to mid-season or towards the end of the season, and it's not what you think you should, I will show you tape. I will break down in PowerPoint presentation why your rating is not what it should be. If it needs to go to that extent, I will show you myself. We will break down film together. This is why you're 83.
Let's go to Madden rating court.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be Madden rating court would be awesome because I assume they would have film as well that would argue that. This is all great content and nonetheless a very powerful figure in how the NFL is judged. Go ahead, AJ.
Chad, I wanted to pivot quick and talk about your boxing career. You're going to get back in the ring. I believe it was in Miami when you were fighting. Not only your stamina, but also like you looked like a boxer. Do you have a history of boxing growing up?
I have a history of getting in trouble fighting. I have a history of getting in trouble fighting. So I wanted to, the competitive urge and the competitive nature to still compete at something is still there. Barring I had no injuries during my entire career. So I needed something that provided the same structure and discipline that football did. And boxing has filled that void. So I am still trying to box. I've been in the ring now the past 2 years, perfecting my craft. Before I fought, I only had 3 weeks to get ready. So I jumped in the ring with only 3 weeks of preparation. Now I have 2 years to go. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on that call, Showtime, Steven Espinoza. I'm waiting on you guys to call me, and I'm ready. And I don't do any celebs. So whoever I step back in the ring with will also be a professional boxer in some shape, way, or form.
Okay, so why are you saying no celebs? Because it sounds like what you're doing is what we hope like all these celebrity boxers do, like actually committing to the sport, putting in the effort, training, perfecting your craft, like everything like that.
The whole 9 yards is because I respect their craft and I understood what all of them, the sacrifices took for them, for those that actually do it. So if I'm going to step into it, I need to do it and be all about it the right way. And you can play football, you can play golf, you can play tennis. One thing you don't play is boxing. So if I step into their realm, I need to focus on fighting people that fight for a living.
You're going to main event that though, right? You're not just being a part of a card, or you're talking about getting into like a promotion?
Listen, it doesn't matter. I just need, after 2 years of work, I cannot wait to show off the skill set that I've been able to attain the past 2 years working.
Let's go, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're always like super jocked. You post pictures on the internet, you're like so jocked. And it's like, you talk about eating McDonald's every day. I'm like, what the fuck does this guy do? You train boxing. So that is is that why you are in the incredible shape, or will you be just jocked for the rest of your life, you think, no matter what?
Jocked for the rest of my life, because nutrition is the most important part. Nutrition is the most important part. There's a reason I've never been hurt before. Everybody always eats healthy. Everybody always eats healthy, and everybody that eats healthy, they keep getting hurt. Do you know why they keep getting hurt?
Why?
Because they don't listen. They don't listen. You play a barbaric sport and you're eating plants. You're eating plants. That's why your body's falling apart. That's why. Listen, I can go on and on about this, but they keep listening to these nutritionists and all this healthy stuff. Your body going to continue to fail you.
Yeah. Got to harden it, right? Yeah. That's what you're saying. I
got to build a callus. If you don't build a callus, what are you doing? You're eating like a rabbit, but you're playing football. And you want to know why everything's tearing.
How do you feel about like yoga and everything like that? The Pilates and all those workouts? Or do you think, are you like a Olympic lift? What's your lift style?
I do band work. I don't even lift heavy. I do band work. I lift just enough to make sure I don't get injured.
So you never got hurt? Is that what you just said there?
Oh, never. Why would I? And I played reckless.
Good point.
No.
What? You're right. Why would you?
Why?
I mean, it's just fucking don't do it.
I eat right. I take care of my body. I eat right.
Yeah, but you're not just like not getting hurt. Like your feet are like renownedly known for like being quick and like not losing anything there.
Yeah, for the most part. But I still played a reckless style of football, threw my body around, tried to hit everybody twice, 3 times bigger than me, and nothing ever happened to me. It never happened for a reason. It's because of my nutrition.
I love it. I mean, there's nutritionists out there that are going to see this clip and I can't wait to see let me break down every word that is wrong that he just said. And there'll be some science, but your science is, I've done research on myself. Okay, you talking about guinea pigs? I got it.
Proof.
I'm eating McDonald's, as you guys are saying. I'm eating it every day of my life to prove
like Floyd.
Listen, check the research of all the scientists and all the people that always talk about eating healthy and it helps you perform better. And then look at the athletes that continue to eat healthy and always get hurt. And they come back to me.
All right, I'm going to do that research. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start looking into that. Somebody will, hopefully, as we move forward. And congrats to you having a sweet body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be so cool if that was my body as well. Pac has a question for you, Ocho.
What's up, bro?
Pac,
yeah.
I love you. Before we even start, I love you.
I love you too. 2-part question.
Yeah, you know that.
2-part question. If you had to rank,
Yes,
if you had to rank Messi right now, on a Madden, what would be his rate? And why in the hell did I just read the other day that you're still sucking your fucking finger?
What happened?
What?
Yeah.
Did I read that the other day? I told you we were supposed to stop that, bro.
No, I would never stop that. I would never stop that. Listen, I was born sucking my finger, and when it's time to think and come up with new ideas on life and in ways to create revenue, I put my finger in my mouth. Hey, I used to do it on the sideline.
Yeah.
I used to do it on the sideline, take my glove off and suck my finger just to lock back in and focus. That would never change.
Okay.
But you said, what was Messi's rating?
Okay,
Thumb?
that's what he does.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that's how it is, okay?
Fair.
That's how it is. You got a problem with it? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you know, this is,
Think about some more millions.
I was a little distracted, okay? Suck on
Hey,
it.
what was the first, Pat, what was the first
Was it your
question?
thumb? Is it a
Thumb.
finger?
Thumb or
Help you sleep?
Thumb. I used to do it on the sideline. I sit there
Always.
like this, and I twist my ear, always.
Always.
That's what, hey,
My question,
worked,
what,
it worked.
what would
I drank his urine.
what would Messi rating be? You know, he came in, what he had, 7 straight goals since he done played?
Yeah.
His FIFA rating.
Yeah, what his FIFA rating, though?
Messi would be a 98. Messi would be a 98.
Jeez.
Who's 99?
Because he's played what? He's played 4 or 5 games. He's had 7 goals so far. That's an unheard of pace, even though he's arguably one of the greatest players to ever play. But to come in and dominate in such a short amount of time speaks to why he is in the question of being the GOAT outside of Cristiano.
Yeah, so Cristiano 99, huh? He's in the team 99, and then Messi's 98.
Yeah,
He's not
I'm-
consistently good enough.
Okay.
Just one World
Yes,
Cup.
Cristiano 99.
Oh, so you're firmly in Ronaldo. So like, you haven't even watched like what has happened here at the MLS and been like, you know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong.
I wasn't wrong, but listen, I live in Miami. I know what Messi can do. I've been going to watch Messi for maybe 17 years now, because every offseason I would city hop, watch Cristiano, watch Messi. So I've been seeing him play for a very long time now, to this point, to where everybody is fanboying now that he's in Miami. But I was doing this watching El Clasico way back in the days, which is well documented. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. But what Messi's able to do, that's God-given. That's God-given. Messi was born and God said, here, you're going to be one of the greatest. Cristiano, that is hard work, years and years and years of molding what he's done.
Yeah. All right.
Huh.
Yeah, look at his body.
God-given. You can't replicate that.
Yeah.
You can't
Okay.
replicate.
All right. All right.
Both,
Yeah.
both are great. I hate when we do the comparison, because it's like,
Well, you're
like
a Madden Raider.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're the Madden Raider.
It's actually, you hate when I do it for a living, you know, but, you know.
listen, I hate that. I hate it. But listen, both are great. Why can't we just enjoy both of them?
Well, that's what we're trying to say. You you were saying the opposite there. You know, you were like, yeah.
See a bit out there.
That's incredible. What is next for you? What training camp are you at right now? And are you hitting all 32?
You know what? I would like to. I would like to hit all 32. I'm going to try. I'm going to make it happen. The fact that all my kids are going back to college in a few days, I'm going to juggle taking them to college, and then I'm going to continue to make these trips around these teams. And any players that have a problem or have gripes with their rating, I would love them to address me personally. And I will fix it. I mean, we can be nice about it, or we can go to fisticuffs. However they want to handle it.
You've been training 2 years. They need to know that too. You know what I mean? They need to know that you've been training fisticuffs wise. Connor has a question for you about Madden.
Yeah, Chad, ratings aside, can we just talk about the game as a whole now? A lot of stuff came out about a month or two ago. You know, Creed Humphrey, white all-pro center for the Chiefs, his player card, he was a black guy. And then there were some other things about the game that got leaked that some people weren't happy about. And then recently there's been some massive changes to franchise mode, which is fantastic, although many of the things are just things they used to have, they got rid of to get here, where the game has been shitty for the past, 4 or 5 years. Assuming that you have played the game, can you say whether or not that this is kind of the new next era of Madden, and that no matter what, I'm going to buy it as I have for my entire life? But can I confirm with you that this year Madden's going to be different, and I'm going to love it, and it's going to be a good, $70, $80 that I spend here?
Here we go.
I think one thing when it comes to a product that is being made globally, there are always going to be people that are happy, and there's always going to be people that are unhappy. We at EA, we pride ourselves on making a great game every season. Every season we want to. We put in a lot of work, a lot of hours on each title. There is so many meticulous things that go into making a game and making a great product to provide to the world. Sometimes people are happy with it. Sometimes people aren't. There are always going to be gripes no matter what you do, but we're going to try to satisfy as many people as possible.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And this is for me and everybody watching and listening. If you do not like this game of Madden and what we in the content and product we put out this year, it's my fault. You just blame me.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Ochocinco is saying,
Yep.
I did the coding.
I did everything.
I did the design.
What?
I did the strategy.
What?
I did the leveling.
What?
I did the player sculpting.
What?
Marketing.
I did. So you don't like it? Not hashtag fuck Madden. No.
Okay, F Chad.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. All right. Got
There you
it.
go.
Hey, that's
But that's
big
what I want to
you.
be.
Yeah.
Hey, heavy is the head.
I can pick that.
Heavy is the head. You know what I mean?
That's a
Heavy
big
is the head
deal.
who wears the
Hopefully, man.
crown. Way to go, man. That's really, really kind of you.
Big deal.
Ty has a question for you.
Chad, I know you were formerly a Pac-10 at the time, Pac-12 guy for a little bit. Have you seen
I am.
Have you seen all the stuff that's happening here? And then, the school you went to, they've been good the last couple years, but they're kind of one of the schools who's an odd man out. Are you surprised at all the stuff going on with the Pac-12? And what do you think is going to eventually happen here?
You know what? I have been submerged in EA stuff, for the past month or two. I really haven't had a chance to see what's going on with the Pac-12 and Oregon State. So it would do me a disservice to try to answer that question, being that I don't know what's going on. I've heard rumblings. I've seen a few clips on ESPN, but I haven't locked in on the situation enough to actually answer you the right way.
Well, geez. So it sounds like you have some thoughts though about it. Sounds like you feel like it's pretty serious.
I believe it's serious. Anytime moves like this happen, I don't know what's going on, but I guarantee you money is the bottom line. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, that's what people are saying.
Am I wrong? Is money not the bottom line?
In TV.
Yeah, that is in everything.
That is the money.
In the world.
TV money.
Football games.
Yep.
It always happens. Anytime it comes to money, when it comes to any type of entity, anything that we're doing, we can never stick together. And that's another show. I'm not going to get into that because I can go on for a whole hour. Things breaking up when it comes to goddamn money.
Hey, team on me. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
Hell yeah. Unity. Hell yeah. Love that. Chad, we
go.
appreciate you, dude. And
Wait, y'all leaving?
No. Do you have to go?
No, I don't have to do anything. Listen, the fact that you had me on this, dude, this is a privilege for me.
No. Ocho.
I'm telling you, this is a privilege. I'm happy to be on. So, whatever you guys want to ask, we don't have to. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
I thought you had to make. I thought you had to go. I'm happy that's not the case. So let's talk about this. Why did you? Hold on though. Why did you?
You're Pat McAfee. I'm here for you.
That is my name. You are Chad Ochocinco, and we are happy that you were here. Thankful that you're here. We thought you had something to do. You do not. That's incredible news. I've always wanted to ask you, when you started doing all that shit on Twitter, have you always been an entrepreneur? Why'd you start doing that stuff? Was it just like, I want to have fun and do this, and then you started realizing shit was happening, or what was it?
I've always been that way. I've always been that way. Even before Twitter came along, I would fly places. When I was using Twitter, I would have random people pick me up. You know what? Some days I'm bored and I want to. Let's say we're playing Indy. I would tweet fans of Indy that would never have the opportunity to meet me. First 50 fans that are fans of mine, show up at St. Elmo's and we're going to eat. I do it in Cleveland. I did it in Pittsburgh. I've done it everywhere I've gone because I'm very sociable. I like to talk. I like to talk football. I like to talk in general. As you can see, it's a problem of mine. And it's just the way I've always been. When I go to restaurants, I always tip everybody, no matter where I go for years. Everybody gets $1,000. I don't care about your service. I don't care whether the service is good or bad. I understand and know what you're going through in the service industry. I'm going to make sure you're straight. That's wherever I go. It doesn't matter. Something I've just been doing 17 years now. 17 years. It's just me. It's always been a part of me. Because the people that have the money and have the power to change shit, excuse me for cursing, the people that have the money and the power to change stuff, they hoarding it. They won't do it. This is the whole nother topic. Minimum wage. How long has the minimum wage been what it is?
Yeah, you're 100%.
The price of everything else keeps going up.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. I'm not into politics. I'm not a politician.
No, but then Ocho, that leads to other things like people's will and hope and want to work. And why would you, if that is the possible outcome, why are you signing up for that? It has a rippling effect as opposed to just the numbers. Right. It's like a morale thing for an entire country potentially. That's definitely a conversation for a different day. But you falling in the we could stay in this realm for sure. But you like tipping people and doing giveaways and contests and shit. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people are doing that on Twitter. Whenever you start, I don't know anybody. You were the guy that I think we all kind of watched. I think even Biz Nasty, who was kind of doing that at the same time, I think he potentially saw you, or he was before you. But you two, a little bit before me on the internet, mastered the game, made the world a better place seemingly as well. Did you enjoy all that came alongside of it outside of the game? Because in football, you were remarkable, right? So a lot of people think you're going to get dinner with 75 people on a Saturday. Is that a potential distraction? Is that a potential this? Like, was there ever any terror? And how do you feel about your football life? You were a dog, dude.
Right. I needed that. I needed that. That was my sense of peace. You know, once being able to interact with fans that would never have the opportunity to meet me. Obviously, back then, before Twitter came along, the media controlled the narrative on who I was and how I was perceived by the public. So I was happy once Twitter came along because I was able to eliminate the middleman and you can actually see who the true me was. Football, Chad, was nothing but a character. That was a mask of someone I'm pretending to be. I enjoyed being the villain. I didn't want anyone to like me. I didn't want the media to like me. I played into that role and I did it very well. Outside of that, I wanted people to know who the real me was, which is why I always did the fan dinners or the movie nights I do in Miami sometimes. And when people get an opportunity to meet me in person, they're like, wait a minute, this is not who the media portrays you to be. I say, I know it was a role and I played it extremely well and I enjoyed it.
So it was a gimmick. It was decided upon. When did you do that? Were you like that at Oregon State?
No, just in general. Once I became into my own and understood the game and the whole trying to make people happy, you know, my first year, and no matter what you did in your first or second year, people still had problems. So I was like, you know what? Well, forget it. I'm just going to be my authentic, organic self and just be me. And me was what they didn't like. And that is the way I played the game when I was a little kid.
You were a character, bro. The NFL missed you whenever you left. They, literally every week it was something
I haven't left yet. I haven't left yet. I'm still here.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. I appreciate you giving back to the game in the way that you are, by the way. We need more people that have your type of clout in the NFL giving back to the game. But every week it was something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Every week it was something. Yeah. And then every week it was a mic'd up thing. Like when you talked about this earlier, playing recklessly, you were trying to blindside Ray. Yeah. And Ray seeing you. Your comments afterwards as you're shrugging your body, walking off. You were a full... I mean, you were a character. The NFL missed you whenever you retired, dude. You need to know that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I mean, Ray got lucky because I tripped over my shoestring, which nobody can see in the video. So I lost the level of trajectory. So it caused me to lose balance and leverage, which is why I lost that.
Yeah, and you can't see it on film because even though we're just a few years removed from that, the quality of video.
Yeah.
Just
sad.
Great.
Yeah, so quickly. If that was today, that would have been.
Dude, listen, I demolished Ray. Honestly, seriously.
Yeah, I'm sure. Connor has a question for you, Ocho.
Yeah, Chad, speaking of like your personality and everything, and a lot of this has happened in these recent years with Bill Belichick, of him kind of, being a terrible coach to play for. And it's not all bad. Usually it's kind of split right down the middle. Right now it's primarily Asante Samuel. But what was your experience with the Patriots? Because it was later on in your career when you went to play for Belichick. And how were the interactions with him, and what was your guys' relationship like?
I mean, Belichick was very cool. Belichick is one of the few coaches. Once I got there, he was exactly what you see on TV. I got him to smile a few times, which was pretty cool. Other than that, I mean, he ran it like what it was, a football team that was going to consistently win. I've never been to the Army. I've never been to the Navy, never been to the Marines. I don't even know what it's like. But when people ask me a question like that, I said, when you play with the Patriots, everything is done in such a manner to where it has to be damn near perfect. It has to be damn near perfect. And I just imagine that's what it would be like being a part of the Marines or the Army, or the Navy for that matter. And I think that's why they were so consistent, obviously having Tom Brady as that piece, that centerpiece there and making things work offensively. And Bill Belichick's mind, I mean, listen, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, going to go down as the greatest of all time for sure. And they always talk about the Patriot way, the Patriot way, the Patriot way. And then everybody's thinking to themselves, like, isn't that just, yeah, that's how you do things. It's like, it's a lot easier said than done to, be attentive to detail and hold everybody accountable and literally be at work for 17, 18 hours a day and that for 30 years. You know what I mean? That's not an easy thing to do. Belichick is his brain. Like, he's never going to stop, I don't think. No. I don't think he's ever going to stop.
He's different. Probably not. Yeah. Probably not. I just don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
Go ahead, AJ.
Chad, do you really take Viagra before games?
Yeah, of course. You don't take the whole one. You just take half a pill. You take half a pill and a Red Bull before games, and it's a performance enhancer. Normally, think about this. When people take Viagra, it's a performance enhancer when you horizontally, right? Mm-hmm. So I take it to help my performance vertically. Mm-hmm. Understand me? But you only take half a pill. It increases the blood flow. With the increase in blood flow, the explosion and everything else I do on the field makes me that much more difficult to cover.
Yeah, you're doing it.
So think about it. How can you stop me running on 3 legs?
Right?
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when that thing's acting like a rudder.
Okay, listen to me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That thing's steering away.
Stay with me now.
Yeah,
listen. I'll lie for you before I lie to you.
Oh, okay. Hey, I respect that. I respect that a lot. And I'm happy you've done all this reresearch for us.
Yeah.
If I end up playing in any sort of competitive,
I had no choice.
You had to have.
Listen, I've done a lot of
bone to play.
What if you took the whole pill though? What would happen?
Too much, huh? Too excited? Yeah. Too jacked up? Pull every muscle in my body?
Everywhere?
Too much. You can't do that. You can't take the whole thing.
You take
I'd be discombobulated.
You take the Red Bull, get some wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take the Viagra, get some Dahn.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just out there doing your thing on a football field.
It's all about balance, baby. It's all about balance.
Got one thing weighing you down, an anchor almost. One thing taking you to the sky. A real purgatory you become.
Yeah, how'd you learn just to not take
Good for you, dude. Yeah. Good for you. You figured it out.
Preseason.
Trying to find balance. Well, how do you do it? You got to get an anchor. Yep. You got to get lifted.
Mm-hmm.
Or take a whole one in the preseason. Oh, that one didn't work. I got to break it down.
Too excited. Got too jacked up.
Staying hard.
He slowed down a little bit. This blood's flowing a little bit too fast to all the wrong places right now. Ray Lewis wouldn't have had a chance, though, if you took a full.
Oh, man.
We actually watched the clip. We just watched the clip. If you had another half Viagra in you, I don't know. Boom. Ray has no shot if you got another half Viagra. And you're right with couldn't see the shoelace thing.
Yeah, my shoelaces, I tripped over my shoelace. Nobody can even see it.
It's wild. Pac-Man has a question for you, Ocho.
Bro, I know you grade the corners and the wide receivers. Can you tell me your top 3 corners right now in the NFL?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Listen, Darius, I love Darius Slay.
All right, I had Slay at 5 on my list.
I love Darius Slay. Zaire Alexander.
I had him on my list also. He was 3 on my list.
3? He's not getting the respect and love he deserves. AJ Terrell down there in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. AJ Terrell did not make my list. All right, go ahead.
Pac, you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my list when you get through.
Let me go. Jalen Ramsey. Where you got Rams at? Talk to me now.
Ramsey did not make my list.
Whoa, Pac.
Pac, what are we doing?
You tell me what you guys are doing, man. A lot of people are. This is how they're literally going to judge this entire situation.
Yep.
Can we pop up my list?
Yeah, we got them separate, I do believe, even though
Trayvon Diggs.
Okay, so you got Trayvon Diggs, Alexander, and
Ramsey.
Slay. Listen, it's plenty more. I'm just rambling off just in general who deserves to be in whatever the question in part is.
Is that 90s? Would this be 90s ratings? Like people that are in the conversation of being the greatest?
Yeah, they up there because consistency, year in and year out, consistency.
All right, so this is my list right here.
Talk to me, Pac.
Number 5, Darius Slay, which we both agree that he should be on the list.
Right.
Jair Alexander, I definitely think he should be on the list. He has been a dog. He's
Talk
played
shit, dude.
really good.
So you added the young pup.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Humphrey, he didn't even allow a touchdown last year.
Well, is that good?
Right.
And he averaged 2 PBUs per game.
Pretty good.
Is that good?
so.
It speaks for itself. He had an unbelievable year. He was around the ball the whole year. He could have been 1. I put him at 2. But this motherfucker right here, Patrick Surtain,
yes, sir.
The
He's a
second,
real deal.
he's by far the best that I've seen that line up, that watches keys, play with technique, and he don't take a play off.
Right, but did you notice I answered and my answers were some of the veterans, right?
Yep.
Some of the veterans. Now, if you want to go with the young bucks, the young pups that are on the scene and cutting a fool, listen, you didn't mention them because of injury. JC Seahorn is like that.
Well, I couldn't
like that
because of the injury.
Like that. Sauce is what Sauce does. Patrick Surtain, the second, is what he does. But one person that I believe deserves to be above all of them, and I love each and every one of them, and Tariq Woolen out there in Seattle. The real.
I don't know. He's playing a lot of
disagreements on these ratings.
I like him, and he's definitely in the top 10. Top 5, I don't know. I didn't see enough man coverage. I didn't see enough shadowing the best player.
Right.
He is good on one side, but I don't know if he's good to be top 5.
Listen, statistically, he's in top 5. But see, when you say top 5, I always
statistically probably top 10.
I always put the veterans first that have been doing it longer. So my separate top 5, you got those 5 young bulls in the realm of their own.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to know that for these ratings. Ratings come out. Older guys are going to get preferential treatment because they're older guys for a reason. They have proven that they will be able to be in this league for a long time, and this is what we are basing this off. I respect that. Okay, we're learning a little bit. 90s are, if you're in the 90s, though, that's like you're being talked about as being like top 5, top play in somebody's world.
And the funny thing about it is, not only are you in the 90s, you are in the 90. Let's say if you're a DB and you're 90, you are consistently playing well against the opposition consistently all the time. You're showing up in the big games. You're playing against the big name receivers. Whether you're following them across the field or not, you are consistently doing a great.
Are you watching every rep? You're watching every rep of every play?
You know how much film I have to watch? I have to watch everything. That's why
I was just thinking of. I was just thinking of that.
When the players come at me and they're upset about their rating, please come to me. I have a full PowerPoint presentation and a breakdown of every rep, and I can show you why you are what you are.
How much time? That's a lot of time. You 2x?
I've sacrificed my relationship for this job.
All right.
Shit, my girl left me.
Man.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I'm submerged into making sure everyone is happy, not only EA, but all my colleagues that are playing today. I'm in this for you. I lost my woman for y'all.
Man, on your Madden mission.
I'm still wearing the ring and she ain't even with me.
Hey, I want to let you know, incredibly bummed to hear that, but we appreciate and respect the fact that this mission of yours that you're on to make sure that the numbers next to players, more specifically in the wide receiver room and the cornerback room, are accurate because there's a lot more on the line than just 2 numbers. It's legacies, it's conversations, it's narratives, and you are fully immersed in this thing. And we thank you for your service.
Thank you, Chad.
I love every single one of you. Yeah. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to call me. My number's still the same, 786-285-2412.
All right. We appreciate you. Hope some people call you, Ocho, honestly, and I can't wait to hear some of the conversations that you get to have over the next few hours.
All right, baby. And that line is open for anybody.
Good man. Just announce you single to you.
Perfect.
Chad Ochocinco. All right, appreciate you, brother. I'm excited to see whose phone number that is.
Right. Yeah, because they're about to get a few calls.
Because that's like 281-330-8004. Some person was just driving around in Houston, and then all of a sudden one day, hello? No. What do we?
What the? Sorry, wrong number.
Mike, who? And then they're like, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Probably happened.
I think when he bounced off, he was like, is this really live right now?
Oh, that's awesome.